Okay guys, so I guarantee you, like, if you watch the whole video, so you'll know how to build APIs using Django, and we'll basically use Django REST framework class based views so build the APIs. So let's just get started. So we have to run three commands like constantly, as you know if you are familiar with Django, like manage.py, make migration, migrate, run sync db. So these are like common commands we'll use. So let's just get here into this volume and make a new folder called crud Django. Okay, so let's just get inside. Now we'll install like libraries, pip install. Then we have Django, obviously, Django REST framework, Django REST framework. Yeah, like these two things we only need. Okay, everything installed. So now just the Django admin, start project, and we'll name it as crud. Okay, everything's done. So let's just minimize it and check. Okay, here, so here is our apps inside, like everything we'll do here. We'll open with code. Now here we'll make a file called models. So firstly we'll build a models.py, like schema for the database. So for schema, like we'll say from django.db import models. Okay, now here the name of the model will say details model. Okay, like now whatever you want to name it, then we'll say models dot model. Okay, now we'll id. So id is basically, what do you say, primary key, we'll make it. So we'll say id equals to models dot auto field primary key is equals to true. Okay, then we'll take name equals to model dot char field. Then we'll say max length 100. So max length means how many, what is the length you want maximum. So now we'll copy it, and then we'll have for age, city, country. Okay, then we'll have it for city, then we'll have it age, then city, then country. Okay, so this is the basic structure, like our schema is built. Name is, so age you can make it integer field also, but like I have just done char field. Now what we'll say, def underscore underscore str underscore underscore self, then we'll say return self dot name. So with this, the every object or schema will, like every entry of an schema, what like this is the details of a person. So every person details will appear as self dot name. So name, whatever his name will be, it will appear like this. Or it will say if some error occurs, like same name or something error occurs, just put an empty string. Okay, like if you don't write these lines, then also it will work, but it will return be as object. So better without object, we'll make it as a name. Okay, so let's just save it and check whether our models are ready. So before that, we have to make admin file. We'll say admin.py, and here we'll make our admin file. So here we'll say from django dot contrib import admin. Okay, yeah, and here say from crud dot models import details model. Now here we'll make class details admin, and here we'll say admin dot model admin, and here we'll say pass means don't do anything, just move forward. Okay, like go forward. Okay, like that. And here we register it admin dot site dot register, we'll say details model comma details admin. Okay, so like now it will appear in admin website. So before that we have to do one more thing. We have to come in settings.py, and in installed apps we have to tell our app name. So our app name is CRUD. Okay, yeah, so whatever this folder name is, like when you start it will automatically create folder, so that's the name of our app CRUD. Okay, so now just save it, and let's go here and then we'll create admin Django creates Django manage. Okay, we have to go inside CRUD. Yeah, then we'll say Django manage.py create super user. Okay, Django-admin. Yeah, okay, it's Python with Python, not Django. Manage.py create super user. Okay, uh okay, so it's throwing an error. So why is throwing an error? Like we have registered this model, but we haven't like run the syncing part. So that's why we'll use these commands whatever I have told you in the starting. So we'll first run sync db. We'll copy it and paste it here. Okay, you're done. Then we'll copy make migration, copy, then we'll make it, then we'll migrate. Okay, so now if we run python manage.py create super user, yeah, see it's running fine. So it's asking for name, so I'll leave it blank for let it by name as Zeno only. Email address blank, password I'll put 123456, password again 123456. Yes, bypass it. Okay, it's created, so just run it. So python manage.py run. Okay, it's running. So it's running at port 8000. Let me just open it. Let me close these things. Yeah, so let me just paste it here, and it will be /admin because we are going to admin part. So our name is Zeno, username, password is 123456. Yeah, okay, save it. So see, this is showing details model. We have a CRUD application, inside we have details model. So if we save it, open it, so it's like empty currently empty. So we'll add details model. So we'll add John, age 22, city NY, New York, country USA. Okay, save it and see it appears. So it appears as John, but if we make it like suppose here if we come and if we make it self.name instead, so it's showing name. Okay na, so that's what I'm selling. So if we make it self.city, so it will show city name above. Okay, so it's, I think it's reloaded. See NY, so that's why if we don't do anything, let me just delete, so it will show as an object. So we don't want a see details model object, so that's why we do like this. So let the default be name. Yeah, so let me just reload it. Yeah, John, see everything is fine. So now let's just start with the API building. So and we'll use Postman for testing, not that Django view part. So we'll use Postman. So okay, so minimize it. So now let me, so we don't need models anymore, no need admin anymore. And in REST framework you come here and just put a comma and do REST underscore framework. Like in installed app settings we have to do this because we're gonna use REST frameworks. Let's just save it and everything's fine. So let me just close this also. Now we'll make a new file known as serializer.py. serialize.py. So basically what does this file does, we have to do it once only. So it's whatever we actions will perform, it will perform as an object. Okay, so let's just start it. So we'll say from REST framework import serializers then we'll say from CRUD dot models import details model. Now we'll say class details serializer. Here we'll import that serializers dot model serializer. Now what we'll do, we'll say class meta, and we'll tell our model is details model, and we'll say fields equals to underscore 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 all. So this will allow us to use Django as an, like, it uses SQL database at the backend, so it will allow us to use as an NoSQL, like object based. And here we are telling we'll use detailed model, just serialize that. And secondly, we are telling fields. So what, see, this have 5 fields. Okay, so we are telling we'll use all fields. So if you want to use specific fields only, so you can just write it here, like I'll use ID only, or and city only. So like this you can tell which fields you want to use, but generally we use all only. Okay, yeah, so that's it. Now we don't need this file also. So now we'll go forward and we'll go to views part now. So here we don't have any folders file views, so we'll make views dot py. Okay, so now here we'll import something, obviously. So we'll import from CRUD import serialize, then from CRUD dot models import our model name details model, then we'll say from CRUD dot serialize import details serializer, then we'll say from REST framework import REST framework dot views, import API view. Yeah, then we'll import from REST framework dot responses import response. Yeah, so I mean these things we need to import firstly before starting the API. So let me just check everything's fine. There is some error, I think. Let me just run it again. Directory name, and so there is some error. Let me just check it quickly. Module not found REST framework. No module name REST framework. Okay, I had wrote work instead of work somewhere in serialize REST framework, in which where I wrote it, like it's showing error. Okay guys, in the settings I wrote REST framework instead of work, so that was an error. And apart from that, everything is running fine. So let me just save this and check everything running fine. So everything is running fine. Now we'll start with the what do you call, API building. So what we'll say class details, and we'll say table, or you can say details table. Yeah, that's fine, like whatever you want to name it. So here we'll say API view, and here we'll say def get self comma request. So self is like every time we go to self whenever we use class, and request like whatever request is coming. And we'll say details object obj, we can like that obj object equals to details model dot objects dot all. So what sorry, yeah, So what we'll do, whenever we'll hit the request, so in this class it will come to get, so we have written get. So if you write something else, so that will mismatch. So we are telling okay, that will be a get request. It will come, and from this model it will collect all the data. Okay, then we'll say, then we'll serialize it, then we'll say details let me like is TL serialize object, detail serialize object obj, yeah. And we'll say details serializer, and we'll give this details object and many equals to true. So now we are changing into an object based data we are returning, like fetching here and telling many equals to true. Like if they are like 10 or 20 objects, more than one object, basically just take all and serialize it, not only one. Okay, so that's why we have to give many equals to true. Then we'll return response, and here we'll say employee DL serialize onj dot data. So whatever the data they have, and it's obj object. So like this. So normally we are fetching, then we are serializing, then we are returning the response. But to how the API will come here, so we have to come here in URLs, and in URLs you can see one thing. We are going to admin like this. So for we add another path, we'll just copy it, and here we'll say like on base, like this is the base, like base, like nothing much. Like when we click when we hit the URL, then we'll say instead of this, firstly we have to import. We'll say from dot import views. Okay, so dot means like from this folder. Okay, so from like this, oh my hair is looking bad, yeah. So from dot import views, then after that we'll do, oh sorry, not this part, yeah. Now here we'll say views dot, and what is what was the name, uh details table, yeah, details table. So views dot, not views only. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we are saying whenever someone hit the base URL, just go to views and collect the details table. So it will come here and it will serve this details table, and if it will be a get request, it will come here and return this. Okay, or if we add another function as post, so it will return that. So it will come here get. So let me just save it and test it with Postman, or maybe this is also like Postman Thunder client. So we'll test it. Localhost 8000, we'll make a get request here. Okay, and there's some error. Let me just check the errors. I think path this views dot okay, there's some syntax error. What's this, bro? I mean, this is not good. Yeah, now I think it's fine. Okay, like everything's running fine. So now if it hit send, and we got an error. Okay guys, we have to do like that as view. I thought it wasn't important, but it is. Yeah, so like now if you go and hit it, so see, this is the data we got. Like this was the only data we saved here in this admin, and you can see this same data is showing here, name, age, and so if we add another model, so if we say Abraham, and we'll name it 45, age, city, cake, we'll say Chicago and UK. Okay, so whatever you want to save it. So if I save, so see now two data is there. So if we go to our post, like hit APIs, so if we do send, so like this to Abraham age, so this is ID to auto increment. So like this, like our get request is complete. Now we want to use post request. So let me just explain you what is happening, how the request is working. So it's coming here, it's checking, okay, this is the base URL. So I will go in the views dot details table as view. So it will come here views, and it will go here. Now here it will check I am sending get request, so it will check for get function. So like the it will sound like I can make any name function, but in Django API view we have to do like this. So in get it will automatically come and return this response by fetching all the data. So now if we make another function name def post, so now post request will come here, and we'll take self comma request, and then we'll same thing, then we'll say serialize object equals to detail serializer data equals to request dot data. Okay, so firstly what are we doing, whatever data we are sending from the front end, we are serializing it accordingly to our like model, like it should just match our model schema, like you can understand like that way. After that what we are doing, we'll saying if serialize obj dot is valid. So now we are checking is valid, like is it valid, like okay it's according to our schema. If yes, so we'll say serialize object dot save. Save means okay, save it. And if it isn't, like if it's not, no firstly then save it and return, we'll say response 200. 200 means like okay, you generally know like okay, successful. Otherwise we'll say return response 400. No, we'll say serialize object dot errors. Okay, so whatever error we get, and we'll serve that. So it will, whenever we'll do post request, it will come here, it will serialize whatever data we are sending. If the data is okay, save it, if and send the response 200. If not, show the send the error back. Okay, so let me check site is running. Okay, so let me go to localhost, and now we'll do a post request, and here a body, suppose we are sending hello q. What is this here? Yeah, instead of this data we are sending like this. If we hit send, see sending JSON error pass accepting property in code double quotes. So firstly it's showing error like it should be in double quotes, and yeah, so now if we hit send, so it's saying name field is required, age is required, city is required, country is required, because we have asked here if valid then only save it, otherwise just send the error whatever the error is. So let me make the get request. See, get request is working. Okay, every data is coming. We'll just copy it and we'll make it post, and we'll paste it here, and ID is auto incremented, so we'll just remove this. For the name we'll say Tom Cruise, age 50, and we'll say LA, and here we'll say USA. Okay, now if we hit send, response 200 means everything is okay. So if we go to our here database and reload it, see Tom Cruise, age 50, LA, USA, we got the data. So see, this time if we made a post request, so it directly came here instead of this get. If we make a get, it will come here, post here. So let me just show you with the get request also. If we make a get, so see all the data is sending, and here you can check here also 1 2 slash like this also, like this is the pre-base like Django create bytes, but I prefer REST framework, these APIs, because for testing, because whenever we'll make a request from front end, we'll use we won't get these type. Let me just open these, so much of data we'll get this only, so that's why I prefer this over that Django auto created thing. So okay, now we have get and we have post. Now next thing is we have to make basically update. So for update, what we'll do, we'll make class and we'll make details update, and we'll say API view, and here we'll say definition post. So it's same like this. Whenever the post request come, just check error post. Okay, we can't write it here only. Like if you're thinking why are not we writing post here, so it will come, there will be two post requests. Okay, so we are, if you make it put, then yeah, then that can work, but generally we work with post only. So make another class, paste there post request your, and in the URLs what we'll do, for details table, like details table we have made base API, but for our, what do you call, for our update we'll make update. Okay, and here we'll say, instead of details table we say details update. Okay, because we are updating. So now if we hit this update one, so it will come in this class. Okay, so like that's the very basic. And yeah, so for, but there is one thing, for updating we need the ID, like what we wanna update. So we'll send ID update slash, we'll say int pk. Pk means primary key, you can take it whatever you feel it. So I will say integer, it will be, should send the integer, and it will be a pk, so it will be an auto created API. So it will look like this automatically, update /5 update /4 whatever data we want to update it. So let's just get here, and here in post we'll take pk also, because pk like primary key is coming. Then after that we'll check whether pk is present or not. So for that we'll say try, we'll copy this. Okay, let me just write it instead of copying. We'll say try, and we'll say emp detail object equals to detail model dot objects dot get pk equals to pk. So whatever primary key they are sending, so primary keys are like this. So if we are sending 1, if we are sending 2, go search for that, and if it is not present, so it should come to an accept, and we'll say return response, and here we'll say not found in database. Okay, like this. If it's present, okay, if it's present, then we'll serialize the data whatever you have sent. So we have for the serializing data, we'll say detail object. So here what we are doing, we are serializing, we are we'll say detail serializes the data what is coming, and data currently what we got. If everything is okay, then after that we'll say if valid, like the same thing, if the data whatever we have made is valid, save it and return response, and will response 200, otherwise whatever the error is. Okay, and let me just save it. So suppose we will hit the slash update and slash, if we hit see if we have id1 id2 id3, we don't have like id 4 or 5. So if we send 5, and what will it show? Okay, that's a post request, I have made a get, sorry. If I hit and I have to save this also, if I send it, okay, so not found in database. If we make it 4 also, it will say not found in database. But if we make 2, and like let me remove this country part, and we want to update the second part, and if we hit send, see JSON accepted properly enclosed in double quotes. So if we hit send, country, this field is required, so you are sending, you are updating, but the country is missing. So let me make the country, and country change to UK, and LA, so NY 50 to 100, Tom Cruise, that is the, so I'm changing basically the age to 100. So if you come here, let me just close this, admin part reloaded, go to Tom Cruise, it's 50 currently, okay na. So if I hit this 100 and the ID is 2, we already know. If we hit send, because response 200, everything okay. If we reload it, because we have made the ID 2, so it came here and made it 100, okay. So that's the way it works. So now we get request. Sorry, get is not, it on the base URL get. Yeah, so these are the IDs I have changed. So this is like update part. So now we want to change the delete the what do you call employee. So for deleting also the same thing will go on. Firstly we'll create a delete API, because in this we can't make the another post, or you can make a delete, but I'll prefer post. So we can't make another function as post. So what we'll do, we'll make another API, we'll call it that delete, DELET, delete. And here we'll send a primary key obviously. Then we'll say details, DELETE, delete, okay, details delete, and we'll save it. Here will come, same thing will go on, same to same. So now for the, we'll come here and paste it, and we'll say details, DELET, delete. This will come here, take the request, check whether the data is present or not for deleting. If present, if the data is present, just do what, don't do this thing, we have to just delete it. If the data is present, just do details object dot delete, and here we'll send return response 200. And we don't need this because obviously we are deleting it, no error will come at delete point. So we'll say come to delete post API, get the primary key and delete the model. Okay, so let me check, hit, okay, so ID 3 we want to delete it, it's called Tom Cruise. Okay, ID 1 I'll delete, John 22 NY USA. So I will say delete slash ID 1, and we'll make a post request, or we can make it a get also, but I made it post because we are sending parameter only. Okay, let it be. So if I hit send, so these things are not required, so it won't go also. We hit send 200, like detail deleted. If we come here, we have deleted this John ID 1, see John got deleted. So this is the basic, you have make a CRUD, what is CRUD API. And yeah, so if you want to watch more things you can. So thank you. Okay guys, now come the React side. So basically we'll use Material UI cards for that. So you just Google Material UI cards, come here, the first page, and we have to just go here and just copy whole of it. So sorry, not this, you can just do like copy the source. So whatever here it is, it will be copied, or you can use like this. So I have already done npx create react app. So if I open with code, so see everything is already done here. See app.js, like everything when you do npx create react app. So now I make a new file called cards.js, because that's the way we'll show files. Here I'll paste those cards like normal, nothing much. And one thing more, and yeah, so instead of simple cards I'll just name it as cards, so that will better. Save it. So we can now do npm, and I have already done npx create react app, where I have done so let me just show you directly. So you can just do npx create react app and the folder name. So I have already done. Now we have to install some packages. So we'll say npm install for we'll need axios for sending request. Okay, then we need this Material UI core because we are using these cards. So I'll just copy it, and sorry, yeah, we'll come here and install it. Okay, now just do npm install axios and core. So yeah, so now we'll do npm start. Okay, endpoint. Okay, we have to go inside the that client part. Okay, I've installed those things there. I have to install inside the folder. Yeah, I think I have installed it back here. So let me just delete this thing. Deleting, let it be delete. So it's installing. It's installing. Jaldi install fast. Okay, now we have to npm start. Okay, so this CRUD is basically Django part where we have Django, and in this client we have all the client data. Okay, so it is opening. So this is our model, so we can just refresh and check it. So everything's fine. So let's just start with the main part. Okay, so now I'll go here in app.js. I'll remove all these things because obviously we don't need these things. So for getting the data we have to import Axios from Axios. So we'll importing this. Now what we'll do, we'll import use effect, import use effect from React. So basically like use effect will run only once when the page will load. Here we'll now send the request. We'll say Axios dot get, and it are http colon local host colon 8000. So we are running we are getting the get request on 8000 like we have seen it here. If we just do it and make a get, so it's on localhost 8000. So we are making localhost 8000. Then we'll say dot then we'll capture whatever data is coming and we'll console it. Okay, for now console.log this. Okay, and it make a dependency array as null because it should run only once. So now if we go here, okay, I have call it inside the functional component. Yeah, if I save it, if I go here and go inspect console, fail to do number 404 request. Okay, my bad, there is some error. Status code 404. What is doing get on this then slash this? How is this happening? Okay, http sorry, http colon slash we have to do like this. Now if I check, okay, now it's saying it's blocked by cost policy, so we have to enable cost policy on the Django side. So let's just work on that. Okay, so now what we have to do, so it's pre-written, so I thought it should be better for you. So we have to install this. So we'll go to server and stop the server and we'll install it, Django cause headers. So now it's showing we have to go in the settings.py installed apps and use this, and we'll go to here and we'll go to files settings.py installed apps and we'll okay cause headers. Now what it's saying we have to do, then we have to add the middleware, and we have to add this middleware like this, and we have to go and we have to add this middleware also like this, cause header dot middleware dot cause middleware. Then we have to make it allow from everywhere. Just copy it and just paste it like here or wherever you feel like. Yeah, so now it's done. So basically you can just google it, cause policy enable Django, and it will, you can come here or any website, go and just do what I have done or just copy it. Or I have came here to Geeks for Geeks and they have shown very well. So let's just save it and run back this thing server. Okay, it's running fine. Now we'll get here and check again. See, now we got the data because course policy was not labeled here. Now we go data, and then we go to array dot data. We have the array, we have 0, id2, id3, because id1 we have already deleted obviously. So now we have to, let me just print dot data also, dot data. Okay, so you can see the array. So you see, this is the array. We have to loop over this array and show it. So for that we have made this cards. So firstly what we'll do, we'll import cards from, and we'll say dot slash cards. Okay, now here what we'll say, so we are getting this data. We'll like make, what we'll do, constant data comma set data, and we'll say use state null array. So for that we have to import use state. So use state, you know, I think you are a little bit familiar with React, na? So in use state we have to just it's like a variable, and we have to set the data. So here instead of this we'll say set data. So whatever data is coming, that array, it will come into this data, we can access from here, and for inserting it we use this set data. Okay, and here we'll say data, no, we'll do like this, data dot map, and we'll say value. So it will, what it will do, it will take each and each object, so, or array, like it will take first this this, like the first, you can array, sorry, like this 0 index, it will come here in the value, then after that it will run, it will come to 1 index. Okay, so for the first time, when it for every time we want these cards to be rendered. Okay, so we'll say like this, and we'll send the values. So what we'll say, name equals to whatever the value dot name. So we are getting a name, and you can see we are getting name, age, city, country. Okay, and then after that we'll say age equals to value dot age. Then we'll say city equals to value dot city. Then we'll say id equals to value dot id. So like this we can just send the data to the cards, but on the card side we have to receive the data also, or also I'm saying, sorry, also. So for that we'll come here in the cards, and we'll just receive all the data. We'll say name comma age comma city comma country comma id. So these data we are getting. Now what we'll do, we'll remove whole of it, like we don't need it. Yeah, so now here what we'll do, we'll say like for some styling, we'll say style equals to float colon left. Now what we'll do, we'll here show these values. We'll say name, and here we'll say name. So name will get from above, then we'll have age, and here we'll say age. Then we'll have city, and here we'll say city. Then here we'll have country, and here we'll say country. So let's just check. Age is not city, country. Okay, from cards. Okay, so because age, city, country, it's small letter, age, city, country. Let's just save it. See, it's look like what's showing some error also. Warning each as well. Okay, it looks like there's like so much blunder, like it is sending the data but so much blunder. I think there is some I think I have to put br and all that, so I'll say h1 and I'll cut and I'll paste it here. Then I'll say h1, then I'll cut it, then again I'll say h1 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 h1. Okay, see now we are getting name, age, everything. Top cruise it's 100 and it's 50. LA country we are not getting because I think there's some country CUNTRY country. Let's check on this side. Okay, we are not sending the country. Okay, we'll say country equals to value dot country. Yeah, so let me just, okay, now we're getting the country also. Now next task is to update these things. Update these things. So for update you can just go on and watch my other tutorial for the CRUD app where I have shown you like update, delete in React.js. And that's it from my side. Thank you guys.